that's how it stands. Have a look at the points table. Pakistan topping the table with 4 points. India losing to them, counted to Afghanistan, got a couple, and Nepal yet to open their accounts. In Group B, Sri Lanka topped the table with Bangladesh with a win each, and the UAE and Japan are yet to get amongst the points. So we're all set to go here at the ICC Academy ground. Ground number 2, and you can see the lovely sights of this bustling city of Dubai. Aditya Fatke, right-handed batter, on strike now for Japan.
Yes, the first game when Japan played Sri Lanka, they batted 30.3 overs. They have that talent, they have the technique. Mohammad Iqbal Hassan is the bowler to start the proceedings for Bangladesh. It's just a learning phase for the associate team Japan. It's good that the ACC has promoted Japan, and it's good to see that they are playing in the highest level, the Asia Cup, the Under-19 Asia Cup.
Here we go. Bit of shape early on. Umpire just having a close look at that one. That'll possibly set the benchmark on whether to give it a wide or not. But early morning conditions always conducive for the pace bowlers, and Imon is going to take full advantage of that. Got a couple of slips in position alongside the keeper in the attack, and that first ball is going to be quite encouraging to Imon.
Yeah, not getting his radar right. He's getting that shape away from the right-hander. Fatke is on strike, the non-striker Nihar Palmer. And talking about the Japanese players, the captain played a good knock the other day against Sri Lanka, Koji Abe. Ball getting that shape, but not controlling the line and length. Oh, that's perfect delivery. Got the edge, running down to the boundary. A brilliant effort. But kisses the rope. That was a valiant effort by the fielder down to third man. First boundary for Japan. They are off the mark.
Good effort in the deep by Maruf, and also aided by Boshon there. Just took the edge and that shape. It was involuntary, to say the least, despite the despairing dive. Couldn't stop the ball from going over for 4 runs. So that'll ease some early nerves for the batters.
Yeah, this time around, Iqbal getting that radar right, swinging from the off stump, getting that hit. Played, very well played by Fatke with soft hands. The ball dying towards the slick fielder. Wayward delivery down the leg side. The ball races to the boundary. 5 wides.
Well, fortuitous runs here for Japan, trying to just correct his line, in the process overcompensating. And of course, that has allowed the ball to sort of move further away down the leg side. This is one area that Bangladesh, maybe the bowler getting a little bit carried away with the prodigious movement, not being able to control it. No chance for the keeper to get to it.
Yes, trying to overcompensate, trying to bowl the dream delivery, ball swinging from the leg stump, but the ball going with the angle towards the leg side. Japan off to a good start in the first over. That's much better by Iqbal, swinging outside the off stump.
It's just that shape keeps on continuing, and you just need to bring it closer, bowl it around the off stump or just on the 4th stump and try to swing it away. That will entice the batter to go for a drive or induce an edge. That's what the bowler will be trying to do, Iqbal Imon.
Yeah, 2 slips, rightfully so. The ball is swinging. Very well played. What a compact defensive shot played by Fatke.
That's excellent. Must say that he was prepared to put a dead bat, just got his eyes in the angle bat, the eyes over the ball at point of impact, all the ingredients of a good-looking shot. That'll bolster his confidence, to say the least. That's what Japan needs. A good start, which they've got, rather lucky on occasions, but still, when you get 9 in the very first over, that eases a lot of the butterflies in your stomach.
Whenever you hit the middle of the bat, the confidence level always grows. Again, outside the off stump. A good over for Japan. 9 for no loss. Let's see the Japanese player Jotaro Hirasuka, Aditya Patke, Hirotake Kakinuma, Arab Tiwari, Koji Abe, the captain, Kiefer Lake, Kazuma Kato Stafford, Chiaya Akrawa, Nihar Palmer, Charlie Hines, and Hugo Kelly. Just first morning start in this particular ground. This is the 4th day. The team winning the toss, they've all
Understand that thought process, Paresh, but I'm a little surprised that this was an opportunity, supposedly weaker opposition for Bangladesh batters to get some runs and get prepared, because there was an opportunity to get the batters some practice in the middle.
hits in the pads. I think there was a bat involved there. We could hear 2 sounds. Maruf starts off in the right track, first ball. Yes, it was pitched outside the leg stump.
Yeah, I think that was pretty obvious, and also going down. Maruf Mrida, he generates a bit of pace. Played against the England under-19 team. Got 3-4 in one of the matches, so he's quite a good prospect for Bangladesh for the future.
That's much better by Maruf. It's pace to work on with.
Fancy their chances. This is such a almost afternoon in Bangladesh. I got a little confused here. My watch is still almost on Bangladesh time. Right, so this morning it's nice and breezy and cool.
Again, not the right line to the right hander. He should get the ball to swing from the off stump, not from the middle stump. A big appeal, but it was missing the leg stump. You can see there.
And another thing that confused me regarding morning and white ball cricket starting in the afternoon, but must say the facilities here at the ICC Cricket Academy is absolutely top class.
Nicely behind the line of the ball. Just a quick reminder, the patience of the batsmen of...
They've got to improve on that, Paresh, as much as possible. Give them a run for to the captain of the toss. That's what they're looking at.
Trying to bowl a dream delivery, bowling outside the off stump, trying to get the ball nipped back to the right hander, but it was a bit wide.
Right-hander has a left-handed bowler, and if you can nip it back in, that's a superb delivery. My mind goes back to Wasim Akram. There's such a wonderful experiment of that kind of bowling.
Loss. Fatke with 4 of 6, and Nihar yet to open his account. Shotaro is listed as number 3 in the batting card. Rushed with his pace. The ball nicking back to the right-hander.
They hardly get a time playing their cricket in different parts of the world. It is a tough ask, even when the teams practice together. An advantage that Japan...
A swing and a miss outside the off. And talking about the Japanese player, whereas the captain Koji for half an hour, 1 hour. Oh, that's perfect.
Better lines this time around, but going away from consistent in your lines of attack. Keep the batters.
Iqbal has a decent action, quick
On first side, look at the bounce that you could.
outside the off stump. Yeah, you're right, Shamim. The wicket is good for both bowling and batting in the initial stages. You get the ball. We can see they will bounce.
At that bounce and carry, but comfortable enough for the batter to move away.
Swing and a miss, wide given by the umpire. That was a bit wide. Short ball outside the off stump. The Japanese batters, they are not moving their feet. That is why he missed that.
Struggling to stump and one down the leg side. Just need not to put too much shoulder into it. Just ease into his run and just not try to overdo things. I think he's trying too hard.
Nicely flicked off his pads. The ball running down to the boundary for 4. What a beautiful shot by Fatke.
Brilliant shot. Just drifting down the leg side and he took it on just a flick away. It's just there for goal. Wide of any fielder. Races to the boundary. Terrific shot.
Let's have a quick look at the points table. Group A, Pakistan at the top. Yesterday beating India by 8 wickets. And India on the second position. Afghanistan beating Nepal yesterday by 73 runs. Nepal on the other hand in the Group B, losing the first in Sri Lanka taking on UAE at the same time. Bowling across the right-hander.
You've got to keep shape away. That's when your chances of getting a wicket are there. 2 slips in position. The deep third man. Cover point and a cover.
Very wide. The umpire unmoved.
Much near those. Oh, he got away with that.
Across the marker there, the wide marker. Yeah, it's a decent start for Japan in the 4th over, 14 for no loss. Attempted Yorker, nicely played down to third man for a single. Off the mark, Nihar.
Good negotiate. You saw that technical skill for this level of the game. And I'm sure that they fancy their chances of putting up a good score here.
Yeah, they've shown they have the technical skills and patience as well. It's all about
That had to happen. Paresh, just as we stood his ground, threw his bat at trouble, got away with it.
execution of the skills and patience that they have and the exposure they need. This is a very good platform for them to get exposure, to learn from bigger teams, better teams. That was short. The keeper left it. Buys given by the umpire.
Well, Ashikur Rahman Shibli, the keeper, should have done better with that ball. The batter just dropping his bat. Maybe the ball dying a little bit, but still you've got to anticipate that. Touch score sees the release of the ball from the ball.
Yeah, I think the technique was not correct by the keeper. Again, bowling outside the off stump, angling the ball away from the right hander. 4 gone, Japan 16 for no loss. Chinu, a touch expensive, 14 of his 2 overs. Japan having a decent start. The batsman way down the crease, batting outside the crease. This is much better, but
so far out of his for the ball to go. If the ball is pitched up and it's moving away at the last moment, careful.
To the keeper. That is why they should attack the stumps. Oh, beautiful ball. This was a perfect delivery for the right-hander. Ball swinging away.
And that's what he should have been trying to do right from the word go. Now you can see he's just saying that meticulous line and from the
Fatke. Oh, beauty. This was a beauty. A chapper.
in the clipping away one down the leg. Once again a play and a miss just past the edge of the bat.
I think the keeper told the bowler that the batsman was playing from outside the crease. That is why he shortened his length, back of the length, on the off stump. The ball swinging away from the right-hander. Another beauty. It's free.
Back, Iqbal, the early overs, well, the balls were there, coming back because these conditions overhead, the ball swinging a little bit, are conducive. Understand some support the pace bowlers, particularly in the morning.
And he did.
Tremendous bowling. Just the shape away at the last moment, maybe hitting the seat, getting the ball to been superb.
Another beautiful delivery, beating the edge of the batsman. Maiden over. A good one. It's going to be Maroof to continue from the rear end. Beaten outside the off stump. Outrage.
Parvez Maroof, and he had his heyday. The bowler, he can give him some tips. Different spellings.
Wasting the new ball, the shine of the ball, coming over the wicket, angling the ball away from the right-hander. These Japanese batsmen, they have so much of patience that they can just leave the ball around. Just like that.
Yeah, well read, Paresh. I think you talked about that patience, and that's a virtue we need to have. Sometimes of the game to just go after the bad ones.
Yeah, Fatke just having a chat with his partner Nihar. An advice or suggestion to his partner. Now this is much better coming around the wicket, but he's not attacking the stump.
You do not get that shape that you go around. Ball's going to come in anyway with the angle of the batters.
He can get the ball to move away from the right-hander, bowling around the wicket. Nicely played down to square leg for a single.
Yeah, they haven't had a run for a while. That'll ease some nerves because the pressure, the way they've 17 runs, maybe not too much.
Nicely played, but straight to mid-off. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Bowling around the wicket. Make the batsman play. Make them play the shots.
It's line. And that's where you increase your possibilities of getting an edge. It's all about thinking, trying to outsmart each other, isn't it?
Nicely played again. A little angle back. Nicely behind the ball. No, he's getting his rhythm right, Iqbal.
After some loose deliveries from both the bowlers, making the batters play at the balls, regaining that initial momentum.
Back of the length out. let it go towards the keeper. You're getting the ball to move away. Get
Whenever you square up a batter in that manner, the last delivery, he is playing that shot, just managed to put some bat on it almost. Now, that was nipping back in. With the slip in position in the gully, I think he'll try to move one away.
beautiful delivery again, back up to length. Slightly outside off stump, and the batsman lets the ball go to the keeper.
That's one way of handling the bowlers. At times you do not offer the bat, do not get enticed into playing a shot. That creates a little bit of frustration for the bowlers. Despite the fact they fall into a rhythm, because they're not getting the wickets, they say, okay, I'll try something different. And if you can read their mind as a batter, you're going to take advantage of that.
Yeah, absolutely. That is what mind games is all about. Fuller delivery, almost attempting to play a shot, but trying to drive the ball, but stopped him.
Just rooted to, not quite there. Maybe if he was a little closer, he might have got an edge.
And Glenn Maxwell showed us that feet are not used. Nicely bowled and nicely behind the line of the ball. After 7, Japan 17 for no loss.
A change in Kaswani. Good. They're showing Bangladesh will have to eke out a few wickets. Of how well the
This is a beach of a delivery. They've pulled the length back a bit. It's just a back of a length on this pitch.
they'll need to find simple.
They've done it. It was the 4th match against Sri Lanka, where they were backed out for 75. It's a decent start now.
This time the on the up finds the fielder.
With singles comes in place of Rafi Zaman. And, Japan also have a single.
They're liking. They have some quality spinners.
The moisture on the pitch. It's just morning.
There again, fishing outside off, trying to induce the edge. A bit of frustration there for Maruf. And did see some live grass, morning conditions. These are perfect batting conditions very early in the match.
Speaking of the length,
Oh yes, indeed. Simply because yesterday as well on the same wicket I've been for no loss. Uses himself into this over. Mahfuzur Rahman Rabi was impressive.
captain
To do just about block. There again, rock solid defense.
has decided to take the ball in his own hands. Rabbi looking for a breakthrough.
Tries to steer it down third. Nicely fielded at slip.
Rizwan at slip cotton. Well done by him. This field in the slips.
Relatively new ball, Samanoy. So you can't impart much turn, but otherwise there's not much deviation of the surface. There again, as much as you give it the revs and the rip, it goes. Runs, and he's bowled with occasions, but not found that edge, the faintest of edges. 2 slips in place for him. 3 fielders on the off.
Not playing this after the deliveries. That's the challenge that has been given to them by the management. The stick out there is just an outcome of the result that was there in their previous match. Just put a prize, as you said, on your wicket.
Good carry, good length. These are the hard lesson and caution. Last game, it's a
I'm with you on this completely. Because if there's a collapse yet again, this is the first power play. It's not much movement on offer for the seamers. You've just seen a single over a spin. It was not much purchase. It's got to take advantage.
well, yes. Bangladesh trying everything.
I think patience is the name of the game. What Maruf has done well in particular is that he hasn't tried too many things. You have to play the patient game. Why? You wait for the batter to make a mistake. Because they're not doing anything. They're not playing the shots.
This time induces an edge, gets the wicket as well. Just as you pointed out, Samanoy, Maruf strikes. Bangladesh draw first blood in the 10th over, and Padke has to depart.
Yeah, leading edge. Trying to hit it towards the onside. But a solid edge and a very easy catch towards the cover point region. And Maruf reaps rewards. Reap, as you saw, as they say, he's been bang on the money. That seems fine. It's a valid delivery. Again, that back of a length. And at point, it's an easy catch taken. Farke, it has an impact. Japan.
Just about closing the face of the bat to a delivered wicket here for Bangladesh. They were trying hard. Outwalks the captain there. In the past as well. Team needs a partnership. And Bangladesh looking strong.
Well, at least the openers have given him some start. He's taken nicely clipped away off the pads. Does that reach the boundary? It doesn't. There is cover. He'll come back for a second straight away off the mark.
Yeah, good start for him. And carry it with some good execution and caliber they carry in international cricket. Maruf, very impressive. 1 for 4. It's a wonderful delivery.
Wide given by on intent. Stone looks in good touch. Does Coach JAP, the Japanese captain. You want to test him early on.
He had a short leg. Never know. It could be a fuller delivery coming in. This one's banked in short outside off. But you've got to get that short leg. Coming to you live from the ICC Cricket Academy Oval 2 ground. It's the Pool B fixture between Bangladesh. Points on the board. A slip and silly point. Pressure being applied. Gives the charge. Tentative push.
Just 2 of his of the 27 deliveries he's faced. Off the back foot on this occasion. The captain is alongside him, so perhaps there's a message from the captain that you've got to get going now. And just have a feeling that
He has a very good arm ball, let me tell you. He comes wide of the cream around. Nihar was in two minds, play forward, play back, almost caught on the crease. And I'll tell you what, with Koji now, Rabi is going to fancy his chances.
The new batter. Looks solid though, till now. Koji Abe.
Cautious at this stage. 11 gone, it's 21 for 1. Oh, let's take a look at the dot deliveries that Japan have played. 59 dot deliveries in the 11 overs, which means that out of the 66...
Off for the loosener. Outside the was short. A delivery that could have been should seal the deal for them. If they win this one. That's the one for the over. Motion bowling outside the off stump. Short, Nihar Palmer standing outside the crease. There's some words of advice from Haruku. Speaking to the bowler, change in field, perhaps swap of the fielders.
Assalamualaikum.
There's a point to cover on the offside.
What a delivery. No answer whatsoever for Nihar. Completely beaten.
Whatever the words were from Ariful, well, it has worked. Here's the wicket from Maruf Mridha. He jumps, he celebrates. Catch taken by Parvez Jibon. Easy as you like. Easy as they come. Sometimes one gets two. We'll be looking for the wickets.
Fuller down the leg, and I guess that he'll have to re-bowl that. It's something maybe Bangladesh and most of the teams under 19 will need to really correct is the extras they've conceded in recent games. Yesterday as well, Samana, India conceded way too many extras in their match against Pakistan.
It goes without saying. And still at the under 19s, and you graduate from the age level cricket.
Here again, missing the bat. So many times you've seen this today morning.
Just to continue. You play more, comes with experience, maturity. So the last two boundaries, they were hit. It's outside edge, both from the bat of Aditya Farke. This was far better control. It was full, just nicely flicked away. Backward a square on the onside. He's back in the hut now. Again, pulling the length back is Rohan Abdullah Boshan. And Nihar has no interest in them.
What an audition here for, rather what an opportunity should I say for Japan as well. To have made it this far and to be playing against a quality side like Bangladesh. It's just about gaining so much of knowledge and experience and exposure. Brilliant stage opportunity. And quite literally they are eager to make the most of it as well. Samanoi.
Last one outside the off stump. Watchfully left by Nihar Palmer. Japan 22 for 1. Mahfuzur Rahman Rabbi, the captain, will continue. Slip in position against the Japanese captain. And now there's a short leg. That is exactly why you need a short delivery.
Short leg in position, just to apply some pressure. Koji Abe has two fielders around his bat. Bangladesh are eager to account for more wickets early on. 22 for 1 in the 13th. It's been a slow, steady start. And fair to say, these batters have just about got into their shell.
Mohammad Shihab James, the fielder at forward short. Koji Abe looks at ease as of now.
Looks to go and tries to just about play towards the offside. Not much pace on the ball. Rabi, it's a very smart operator, raises the length and pace. Here again, just trying to work that away.
Looking at the onside, it's quite a heavy packed offside. It's a big gap on the cow corner region.
Sends it down towards long on. Single to end the over. Koji will retain strike. 13 gone. It's 23 for 1.
না ঠিকই আছে এটা বুদ্ধিমানের কাম করেছি
Current run rate not really exuding much confidence about the approach of the Japanese batters in the middle. 1.77 into the 14th. Ronat into his second. Fuller delivery, and that's castled him as well. It's a delivery you cannot really negate. What a ball! Bangladesh get their second. Captain Koji departs.
What a delivery! That's a fantastic delivery from Rohanatullah Borshon. Right in the block hole, bottom of the stumps. Think he got the middle and off. Koji Abe, he was caught by surprise. He's bowled out by Ronat. He has to go for 3. Japan, they lose their second on 23. Kazumakato Stafford is the new batter in, but here's the wicket. What a delivery. It's the middle and off. Look at that swing. Angled in. Right in the block hole. He was beaten. All ends Koji Abe. He couldn't believe it. As they were not giving Bangladesh any chances or half chances, they had to go for the attack. The ideal delivery. To bowl it so early, being proactive. Brilliantly bowled by Borshon. That brings in Kazumakato Stafford at 4.
Slip and short leg in place for him. Pressure being applied. Now, just like the way Ronald Borshon has shown up this morning. Great amount of discipline. Very tidy with his line and length. and he's bowled to his field. And that's what a captain wants from your fast bowlers.
Yeah, and that's where the danger is. If you're not taking your chances, if you're not scoring the runs, how long are you going to be in the middle against a quality bowling attack?
Half-hearted appeal, and it's pitching on leg.
কতদিন দিবি মা
Bangladesh riding on a sea of confidence. They've been disciplined this morning.
আমি মানে এমন মানুষের কাছ থেকে নিচ্ছি
Japan trying to just about play the game of resistance and persistence, but as you rightly pointed out, you've got to stay and score.
ওই জন্য আমি তো কোন বল দিবা জানি যে মাসে
Just about stayed and
লন্ডাই নিচ 6 মাস পরে খামার
gone silent there with the bat and runs.
রেজাল্ট হবি তখন দেখা যাবে
It's a clear-cut ploy for most of the Japanese batters. Kazuma Karu Stafford also standing outside the crease.
Oh, he chipped that in the air, and that just falls ahead of the fielder at mid-off. I'll tell you what, Captain Rabi for a moment thought he had his chances, but Kato survives.
Luckily for Stafford and Japan, it falls safe. Half-hearted shot. Ball just grips, holds a little, and so does the batter. But in the end, the ball was skied up. Rabbi thought he had a chance, but luckily for the batter, the ball was away from him. Ranat almost got his second wicket.
Much better this time. He's making it a habit to just find the delivery right underneath the bat. That's consistency by Rohanat. I like the way Bangladesh have responded to the captain's call this morning of bowling first. They've all found the right areas, right lengths.
This is what wickets can do. This is good bowling. Good bowling from Rohanatullah Warshan. Almost got his second wicket. It will be the end of the over. Back of a length, he's bowling Yorkers, bowling bouncers, he's testing the batters, planting a seed of thought in their head. 14 overs done with, 24 for 2.
ওই গাড়ির কিস্তিটা সমুদ্র দিব গাড়ির থেকে চাপ রাখা যাবে মাঝখানে আরো যাবা হইলো তাহলে আমার এটা দেখা করিবা হইলো
Will be another change in bowling. Jibon now brought into the attack. Look at that field. The silly point is a slip in position for the new batter Kazuma Karu Stafford, as I welcome Mr. Shahin Chaudhary to the commentary box.
Thanks very much, Amanoi. Bangladesh got in control after that initial support with the bat for Japan. They had a few runs that were gifted away through buys and little wayward deliveries, but they've come back strongly with the 2 wickets here.
Half-hearted shot, did not find the gap. Now batting side is on the back foot. Sheikh Parvez Jibon has already taken a catch from one of Aditya Farke. Now the captain has given him the ball to get a wicket or 2. It's a brilliant delivery, turning away from the left-handed batter.
Now that's going to put the seed of doubt in the batter's mind. Suddenly, When in a wicket which was reasonably batting friendly, you suddenly see something like that happen, it's going to be difficult. And if that is done on a consistent basis, it's going to be hard work for the Japanese batters.
Turn again. It's the 15th over. Before this, we hadn't seen much of turn, and all of a sudden,
Yeah, not often that you see the ball turning so well. So credit must be given to the bowler in extracting that turn.
this one was the arm delivery. That one did not turn at all. But it's maiden over for Sheikh Parvez G wants to start with. Japan 24 for 2.
Iqbal hasn't got a wicket, but he's just bowled the 4 overs, a couple of maidens. Maroof with the 1 wicket. Japanese batters have to contend with pace and spin.
শুরুতে বলতে না যে কালটা
The 2 runs, and that'll just compound their problems. They haven't had a easy time of it. In the first game, just managed 30.1 overs, and they'd like to improve on that, that's for sure. They try to bat out the 50 overs if they can. Oh, just playing and missing. Went fishing. Luckily for the batter, didn't get an edge.
Not much footwork on offer from Nihar Palmer. Stretching the bat out. Rohanatullah pushing it outside the off stump. Now they've got their length right, but Rohanatullah has been very, very impressive. Borshon in particular. You've seen that Yorker.
কিস্তি কুদিন আছে আমার আজকে না কালকে একটা দিন সহ্য না খালি যে কালকে দিব সঞ্চয় কাটি দিলে তো পাবে না আর 12000 টাকা পাবে না আজকেটা দিলে আর 8000 টাকা পাবে.
He may have been tempted. Yeah, I can see him just shadowing that I should have put that away. There's an opportunity.
You mentioned how he's mixing it up. In his previous over, we saw the Yorker, the bouncer, he's bowled the leg deliveries also, and now he's just trying to deceive the batter with that full toss delivery.
Just trying to slow the ball in the process. He's lost his length. Just striving for that slow Yorker. That just didn't work out for him. We are in the great city of Dubai in the ICC Cricket Academy ground number 2. Lovely sunshine here. The conditions very, very nice, very pleasant.
It's more of an off cutter this occasion from Borshon. I think Maruf Mehta has been impressive with the ball, also very economical, can give away much runs. Maruf Mehta has just gone for 5 runs off his 5 overs, 2 maidens and also a wicket. So more or less they've been spot on Bangladesh with the ball.
Once in a while you will drift down the line. The batters are ready to take advantage of that. I could have done better, I think. The throw did come in very quickly. Thought of a second run there. Good work in the deep. Had to cover a lot of ground in retrieving that ball.
There's the captain, Rappi, going and recovering the ball.
Just saw that shot being played and the recovery being made. It's been quiet from the Japanese batters.
তো কিছু হলো এটা তো
Trying to
কিছু হলো
rebuild after the loss of the last
দুটো
wicket.
তোর মায়ের টাকা অত টাকা নেই ওর মা তো জমি ওদের বাড়ির জমির কাগজ তো জমির গন্ডগোল আছে না জমির কাগজগুলো ওদের করছে
A couple of steps forward.
টাকা পয়সা
So
লাগবে
that's quite brave. You've seen
টাকা
some
পয়সা
of the
লাগবে
Japanese
ওর মা কারোর
batters
কাছে টাকা
just
তুলে দেয়
taking
পুরো
their
টাকা
guard,
তুলে দেয়
but a foot outside. That is over.
ওর যে টাকাটা দরকার আজকে তো
55 for
একদম
2.
মনে হলো যে কি কইবে আর না কইবে কিস্তিটা দিমা কিস্তিটা দিই ছোট করে দিন না এখন কিস্তিটা দিই শোধ করে দিন না আমার মনে হলো 10-15 হাজার টাকা দিয়েছিলাম মোবাইল দিয়েছিলাম আমি কালকে কালকে আমার মামুকে পাইলে 10,000 টাকা নিয়ে মোবাইল দিবা করবো ও আজকে খালি করতে আমার সাথে 10,000 টাকা দিচ্ছে তো ওই এটা জাগরণীটা আমার মামুকে তো 15,000 টাকা তৈরি করল মামা তো এবার পাবি তেমনি করে 15,000 টাকা তো এমনি তুমি একটা বড় ভাইয়ের কাছ থেকে মানে বুদ্ধি করে সিস্টেম করে করে ভাবি ভাইয়া যা কিছু করিস না কেন পুরো খালি 10,000 টাকা খালি 15,000 দিস আজকে খালি 10,000 টাকা খুব চাইছিল আমি দিব যে এমন সেবা টাকা করে নিচে চাই না আর বেশি করে নিয়ে হয় একটা নিবার পারবো না লাস্ট আর করে দিলাম ভালো কাজ করেছিলিস তোমার মনে হলো যে ওরকম হলে আমি প্রথমেই 10,000 টাকা বেশি দিতাম 1,20,000 নিতাম এখন কি পরিমাণ মনে হলো যে পরে টাকাটা মিলবা যায়
Have a look at the points stand in Palka. Yet eventually to the final under 19 Asia Cup, and we have a lovely day here in Dubai with there's a slight breeze blowing, couple of games going on. There's at the academy, ICC Academy ground 1 and 2. We are at ground number 2 as we see the start of play, and just in the air for a while, try to get a bit of bat and pad together as it got deflected away.
Almost brought that fielder forward short leg into play. Thankfully for him, it was much finer.
Wow, how was that? Is the call? Did it turn too much? And well, we saw the ball turning sharply in the previous over also. Maybe that big turn went in favor.
Just surprise Ashikur Rahman Shibli also. It was off the pads of Nihar Parmar. Completely surprised him. It went on to hit him, and yeah, precautionary measures now being taken just to be safe. The physio is also out just testing, speaking to Ashikur Rahman Shibli. Here's the delivery. Massive turn.
Just have Got to go through the protocol. The ball deflecting onto the grill of the keeper. But,
পাওয়া যাবে না
no damage done, no issues. So we carry on.
এক 1,30,000 টাকা তো 1300 টাকা নিতে পারে
But this time he's a quicker delivery.
আশার সঙ্গে
Whenever
কম
there is
দেবো আপনি 2.5 টাকা
a quicker one,
করছেন
it's easier for the batters to negotiate. Tends to get a little less purchase off the track. I'll tell you what, it's going to be tough. Ball's turning and bouncing. Did well, just rolled the wrist, playing with the turn, but finds the fielder at backward square.
Just added on 2 runs since the fall of the second wicket, which was first delivery of the 14th over, now in the 17th over. Japan, they need to get things going.
It's tough going. There will be, the intention of course is to get some runs, but at the moment survival is the name of the game for the Japanese batters. They're being tested with some prodigious turn here. Oops, not quite ready. And steer abort. Yeah. Once again, as I mentioned earlier, Japan really needs to bat through as long as possible. Improve on the 30.1 overs they played in the first game. Nice to see the use of the feed and meeting the pitch of the ball. Some positive intentions shown. 17 overs done, 25 for 2.
খালি প্রগতিটা যদি 4 লাখ টাকা দেন না আপনি নিজের কিস্তিটা শোধ করে দিলে ফের একবারে ফেরত দিয়ে দিবেন যদি এর মধ্যে যদি টাটা গাড়ি 50,000 টাকা দেওয়া যায় আরো 3.5 লাখ আসে যাবে তখন
25 for 2. Japan struggling to survive, not really getting a move on. Bangladesh is pretty happy with what has transpired so far. You feel as a Japanese batter, you just want to stay around as long as possible. Not interested. That is the angle that will encourage the batters and tempt them to come and try have a go. Rohan Abdullah, Borshon. That's for the north zone in Bangladesh. Had some experience, upcoming players. All these players will be looking to move on as they get a little older and wiser. Try to make a name for themselves to get to the top rung. Initially the A team for their own countries and then representing their countries in the future. We have about 4 or 5 players in the Bangladesh national team who played in that under-19 World Cup that they won in 2020. So there is a progression from this level to the top level. That's what a lot of the players will be hoping for, and all the teams that are playing here. Short, tried to swivel around, didn't get a hold of it.
You've seen quite a few players graduate from this level and making it to the senior national side. These are the wickets. This is the second wicket taken by Borshon, beautifully bowled to dismiss the Japanese captain Koji Abe.
Keep on playing and missing, and the bowler keeps on thinking, how am I going to find an edge here? But you just cannot give up. You've got to keep on pegging away and hope that the batter can get an edge to it. And from the batsman's perspective, you've got to just try and tell yourself, let me not get tempted to get induced into an edge. So very difficult because JAP is not that experienced. And once again, opportunity with that delivery. Once again, because they're in such a defensive frame of mind, a shot that was on for a more powerful strike didn't quite happen.
Did not completely follow through. Did not fully hit it. Kazuma, Stafford. Previous deliveries, I thought some of them were actually well left, because those were well bowled by Borshon. But this one was a free gift. It should have been taken advantage of.
Oh, he moves across to the offside, and I think he caught the eye of Borshon in that he just tried to deviate it down the leg side in the process. It was way down. So that's good thinking on the part of the Japanese batter in trying to upset the rhythm of the bowler and the line of the bowler.
There's no square leg in the deep mid-wicket regions, pretty empty. Such full deliveries, if you can punish one. Now he comes, drops back deeper into the crease.
And he stands his ground and hangs his bat out. Lucky not to get a touch. 27 for 2 after 18. Aditya Patke, the first one out. Neha still there. The skipper's also back in the hut. On strike now. Kazuma just on the 2 runs. Been there for a long time. Faced 16 deliveries for his 2 runs. Neha, on the other hand, 49 deliveries. Not often you get to see stats like that. Shamanoi.
Particularly on this format of the game, you don't. Also, I understand the fact that they collapsed in the previous match. You want them to play the overs out. A bit of positivity is also required.
Absolutely. I think you've got to just mix a little bit of aggression with a lot of caution that they've shown. Or the ball that turns and maybe rears up. But what he's done so far, Sheikh, is just push the balls through. The voice their options, just try and shorten the line ever so slightly and get the balls to float in the air before getting some purchase. Just depending on the quicker deliveries. Nicely played away. This is past the fielder. And they can get some runs at last.
That's well played. That's played along the ground. Spent enough time in the middle, particularly Neha Palmer, to middle the ball, to set in. And it was nicely played. It was played straight by Stafford.
Oh, the next one just passed and it's heading to the boundary. Catch it was the call, but despite of the fielder, lucky runs there, but they'll take it.
Doesn't matter how they come, as long as they do. On boundary, you will end this over. But this is what has come. A bit of turn outside edge. Goes past that fielder at slip caught in. So welcome boundary for Japan. These 2 boundaries were actually hit by Aditya Farke, the first batter out. Now it has come after a while, this boundary. 19 overs done with 33 for 2.
আমি একটু কথা বলে দিই মানুষের সাথে।
skipper, Mafizur Rahman. Rabbi comes in 3 overs prior to this, giving away 2 runs. No one near to take that ball. It's aerial for a while. Very tentative, the approach of the Japanese batters at the moment. Hirotake, Kamikuma, Kazuma now partnering with Nihar. And 4 runs. The runs have just picked up ever so slightly here. And they'll be pretty happy with that Japanese team.
Absolutely. I think the first delivery was also not up to the mark and could have been taken advantage of. But the second delivery, nonetheless, Nihar Palmer has made the most of it. Going down the leg, he just moved across and played it very fine. Faintest of the touches.
কালকে কি সকালে বুঝতে পারবেন মামা আব্দুল্লাহ মামা ये तो साइड से गाड़ी कौन आती है
There's a period of play when the Japanese batters are trying to re-establish themselves. And you can see the free-flowing shots they're playing with those couple of boundaries that came their way. It was a little bit edgy, but still, whenever you get a boundary, it just brings back that confidence level back, whatever doubt you've had. Released ever so slightly with the runs under your belt. Change of angles for Rabbi. Just change in the field. Waits for the ball to come on to him. Just puts a dead bat to it. That has been the essence. I think the shots that the Japanese batters have played have really been proper shots. As I say, he just goes forward to one, gets beaten. Overdone, it's 20 overs completed. Japan are now 38 for 2. Don't 39, building up a partnership here. Given a winner, that's the last thing you want to do when you have the opposition under pressure. You don't want to lose wide deliveries. Jivon has got to be careful.
Nicely tucked away on the onside. Ban. Some runs, some optimism being shown. Jibon will continue for Kazuma Kato Stafford. Side the off stump. There's nothing on square leg. You can't.
He's just trying to make room for himself, trying to tuck it away. Found the fielders. That has been the difficulty for you to ensure that you can miss that straight into the hands of the silly point fielder. It was a lot of did not go straight to hand, as you can see. Thought they had their man for a second. Overdone. 41 for 2. Proof and Rana Sip, I suppose, for now his first over. As I'm joined by Paresh Lohani. Bangladesh can be.
Japan is just under 2 runs per over. The outside edge that again stayed a bit low. They don't have any intent to hit the ball, just defend. I think that is the instructions from the management, from the team coach of Japan.
Yeah, play out the overs. The right arm off spin of Ariful Islam. He plays for the Morning Sporting Club in Liste in Bangladesh. Fledgling career. That's short. What do you
Yes, but he's
the sky, high rises of Dubai, that's more in the center of town. Always the Burj Khalifa. Here, a little away from. And that turn once again, this time he gets the ball to just keep a tad low.
Sheikh is getting the ball to turn a bit, pitching in the right areas outside the off stump.
Oh, he has a wild swing at that one. This one did not turn. It held its line. If it did, it would have hit timber.
Yeah, looking for the turn and playing with the turn, but didn't turn as much. No,
It is trying to take him on. Nihar almost fell into a trap. Interesting. He feels that the ball might hold it.
3 deliveries for his 11 now. Looking for run options here.
That
Patience,
down the wicket. 42 for 2 after 23. Bangladesh skipper Mizur Rahman a problem. It's bowled by Beauty. Wanted to build up a partnership. The important thing is they're still there. Ariful with a new over. Just picked up. There's a chance here. There's a bit of a mix-up between the two.
the running between the wickets has been good for Japan. Shot mid, looped it.
Drifting down the leg side. That's easy pickings. The ball's going to race away to the boundary. That's a loose delivery, and it got punished.
Down the leg side. Japan, they're building up a decent partnership.
Nihar Palmer. It's got to be a little careful. See, once again, it's short. And it's lashed onto it, but just could not find the gap in the field. He could have done it.
Saw the long hop, tried to hit it hard, but straight to the field at the mid wicket.
Ariful for the left pointing. You feel Ariful has that's better. Quicker delivery. The arm ball almost heading towards the wickets. Hence the 24th over. It's 48 for 2.
She's in page. Kazuma.
Batters have shown a lot of doing better in terms of get Bangladesh to dump purchase.
The fuller delivery played on the back, short extra. His batsman. Good run.
Got to get your wicket for a while, but the understanding should be good. Is that one might just changing his bite and try to after 25.
Current rate is just under 2 runs per over for Japan. Getting that edge. Was that dropped?
This possibly goes a begging. At last, Ariful, I think, inducing the edge. Stands solidly behind. Just cannot afford to not to try and latch on to your opportunities. And it frustrates the bowler. He feels that he might have a wicket, and suddenly he's bowling ordinary deliveries.
Yes, that was a chance. One begging. Just pulled that on his knees straight to short leg. Just apologizes to the fielder there.
Well, at short leg, you're exposed to the risk. You've got to be very, very sharp and agile. Anticipate when the ball's coming and take evasive action. So maybe the physio coming in and having a look. See if something serious has happened in terms of injury.
Yes, it's I wonder what is the physio going to ask the fielders when you have a concussion check.
I think they move their fingers around and see if their eyes follow the fingers, and then they ask you what is the day today and what is the date, sometimes whether he's focused or not. If they forget the date, they're in trouble. And I think each physio has got his different ways of ensuring that the fielder or batter on the head is focused and is ready to carry on, and he is ready to carry on. Talking Paresh about there's chance here once again. It was a little slow side that the release was made by the fielder.
Yeah, I think if the ball has been collected cleanly, it would have been a chance. Yes, definitely would have been a chance. Projected score, if Japan go at this rate, score might if 369. Behind that between 121 and 169. Still have 8 wickets remaining. By City at the background.
মানে যাইতে যাচ্ছে না মামা আজকে 1,20,000 টাকা একটা কিস্তি ছিল মৌসুমগরমা 1,20,000 টাকা পাঠার জন্য 70 টাকা আবার এই বুধবারে একটা টাকা দিয়ে না আমার 70 দিতে হবে মানে এই 1,20,000 টাকা মেনেজ করে এই কোন দিনে মামা
Big shots were by the Japanese batsman Kazuma, 9 of 35.
Now trying that scoop that comes off nicely. It's a premeditated shot, but enough opportunity there, and he played it to a nicety. It's very, very good from the batter. Kazuma to Stafford. A lot of these Japanese players playing in different countries, settled in different countries, not get a chance to play together very often. That hurried on to him, did well to get his bat behind the line. It's been a good mix. This is quite frustrating for the bowlers, Paresh, I'm sure, because these two, despite the fact they're not playing at a rate of knots, what they've done is ensuring that opportunities are not given to the bowlers.
Just 2 wickets down. 30 partnership. What a beauty that was.
Well, G-Bone almost got that breakthrough. We saw a couple of opportunities go begging, but look at this one. Look at the lovely drift. And then the turn away. Superb delivery that deserved a wicket.
মনে করেন এই দিকে 1 লাখ টাকা মনে হলে 1 লাখ টাকা দিতে হবে 1 লাখ টাকাটা কি কম মামা এখন ব্যবস্থা করাটা কষ্ট হয়ে যাচ্ছে হ্যাঁ ওই
used 4 bowlers.
একটা সময় যদি 2 লাখ টাকা দিত
Others haven't chipped in, but the economy has been.
হ্যাঁ 2 লাখ টাকা পাইলে মনে হয় 1 লাখ টাকা দিয়ে দিতাম আর 1 লাখ টাকা দিয়ে মনে হয় 50,000 আগে যেত বা অন্য কিছু কমে দিতাম সব পিচগুলো মুখোমুখি আসছে জানেন,
They have in 12
মানে সব
extras in the
পিচগুলো
score.
মুখোমুখি আসছে, ওই জন্য চাপটা হচ্ছে কিন্তু সোজা হচ্ছে না।
Short and swerve is round. There's a forward square. It's the
এখন
same.
দেখা যাক আল্লাহ ভরসা, জানি কালকে
Japan
হবে।
batsman, able to put away the bad deliveries. This one was a long hop, but played for just a single.
একটু দেখে মামা গাড়িগুলোতে মেনটেনেন্স কেমন জরুরি বিষয়, আমার 10-15,000 টাকা দিলে আপনার তেলটা পাঠিয়ে দিতে পারি মামা, লাখ লাখ টাকা পাস করে দিচ্ছি, কিন্তু তেলটা যে 10,000 টাকা দেবো এটা পারতেছিলাম না।
Brings out the red bat.
মুভিটা আপনি দিব আজকে 1,20,000 টাকা নিয়ে পাঠিয়ে দিলাম, এবং সাথে আমার কাছে একবারে সাথে
Drives down the line, not too many horizontal back shots. And that's going to be close. Up goes the finger. That was heading for the stumps. The umpire raises the dreaded finger, and they've got the breakthrough they've been looking for.
Kazuma knew it. After the ball hit the bat, he turned and went to the pavilion. Before the umpire gave it out, he knew it. Look at him, just frustrated and went. You can see he's not even looking at the umpire. Breakthrough at the end, and Kazuma has to depart 13 of 42 deliveries with 2 boundaries. For Japan, it was a good putt broken by Arya bowling and a bit slow.
Yeah. That was well cut out. Right-handed batter. It's early on. That wicket. It's wicket taking over completed after 28.
Oh, that's taken. Ravi strikes. Bangladesh are now beginning to get into their mojo as well of accounting for quick wickets. Japan lose their fourth. Nihar finally his intent vigil comes to an end. He walks back for 18.
Stayed in the middle. Showed some grit, did Nihar Parmer. For 80 deliveries, he was there, but scored just 18 runs, 2 boundaries. He has to go. Got and bowled by the Bangladesh skipper, Mahfuzur Rabbi. They lose their fourth, Japan, 54 for 4. Is the wicket coming round? The wicket just floated it. There's no pace on offer. The line and length was very key. It was right in that corridor. Delivery just made but induced a top edge.
Leading edge. That's where he accounted for his downfall. As many as 80 deliveries. Nevertheless, Charlie Hinze makes his way to the middle and almost took the edge on the way to the wicket-keeper. So Bangladesh have sensed a window of opportunity here, and they'll be keen to run through this middle order.
Absolutely. Got 2 new batters in the middle. Lighted delivery, trying to lure the batter.
2 new batters who still to open their account. That's where the pressure will build in Japan. Tossed up, inviting the batter into the drive. Mahfuzur is mixing it up well.
He is almost flatter inside the off stump. Charlie almost went through with the shot. No runs. He's over quickly. Is Mahfuzur Rabbi and ends this one. A wicket maiden from the Bangladesh skipper. Japan 54 for 4.
Looks counter-attack against
From Shotaro as Mikhail. There's no fielder in the deep. And no other batter has really taken advantage of that.
early days for him. Playing across the line, and he'll have to walk back. Half the side back in the dugout. And Bangladesh are all over their counterparts at this stage.
Yeah, he was showing some intent. Was Shotaro looking to hit some more, but Ariful gets the better of him. He has to go for 7. Beg your pardon, he has to go for 4 off 7. Just that one boundary for Shotaro. Japan now 58 for 5. Here's the wicket. Right in delivery. Again, loopy delivery. Going for the sweep. It was very slow. Held back and missing it all together.
Japan just about finding themselves in a precarious situation, dropping their bat and everything. And the two new batters are still to open. Hariful, he's looking dangerous. He's asking questions.
Opportunity in the slip cotton. There was this run out opportunity. Couldn't make the most for his
Two matches lined up to over India last evening will be eager to continue their good run. Afghanistan have done well against Nepal as well. They are on a winning roll. And then India take on Nepal. This will be another highly viewed, anticipated game. Fans from both the countries very passionate, much like Pakistan and Afghanistan. It's going to be a visual treat as Nepal will be keen to put up a good show against an Indian side which has just been wounded yesterday by the Pakistani onslaught. Lots to play from, and all of this coming to you from the ICC Academy Oval 2 ground tomorrow on the Asian Cricket Council YouTube channel. Oh, he has almost tipped that on. Has he? He has. Wickets falling in quick succession. Charlie departs, dragged it onto the stumps. Iqbal strikes. Wicket number 6.
just been brought back into the attack by the Bangladesh skipper Mahmoud Rafi. Brings back Iqbal Hussain Imon and straight away, first delivery. He takes the wicket of Charlie Hines. He's bowled out for naught. And here's the collapse for Japan. 58 for 6 now. They were 54 for 2 at one point. 54 for 2 for 54 for 2. Just added on 4 runs and lost 4 wickets already.
Was going for an expansive drive, only to drag it on, playing away from the body to a delivery that held its line. Japan all over the mat, 58 for 6, batters walking in, walking out. Kiefer Yamamoto. Pradesh have been rewarded. Gets an edge, but that does not.
Yes, patience. Just mentioning that particular slip caught it. Caught the breakthrough right before wicket. Present slip in good pace.
So much time in the middle, but in the process, they completely lost sight of.
Habilitation. But as the men were bundled out much earlier, this one was Ariful, as I said. First one to get the breakthrough to break that partnership. Getting Kazuma Kato Stafford leg before wicket will be the end of the. And then Ariful again, loopy delivery, going for the sweep, missing it altogether. Last one, Iqbal and Imon getting the better of Charlie Hines. Inside edge, played it on. Did not go to the pitch of the ball in quick succession. Lost its third in the 28th over.
That's there. But you've got to give your book gaps, rotate the strike. Oh, the body language suggests.
The wicketkeeper is not for Bangladesh. Half century played these chances. such chances against good teams, they're going to make use today.
The approach he as well. To go on at 59 for 6.
Score and then you lose 2 wickets.
Rap.
Bowls 3 maiden over. 4 overs 14, 2 maidens there. So just gives the Japanese opener.
Of a slow start, the pressure just about got runs on the board. 6 wickets. Oh, that one came in. What a delivery. That one deviated off the pitch. This is brilliant.
Jack back in. It was sharp. It's a good take.
So I'm bad the other. Good in front of the wicket, good behind the wicket. What more can you ask from a team man? Takes the edge, goes past the slip fielder and will go for a 4. Nicely done.
Japanese movement. It was away, I think.
On the pads, was that going down?
From UAE. Yeah. It's the back foot. It's actually the back foot. So, had it been a bit more adjacent, hit the leg stump, the impact itself. Still played towards 3 for 6.
Did 30 runs. First 30 runs came in 114 deliveries. The next 13, 82. Well, that's where the problem was. Oh, that was so close to off stump. Did he miss the length and line over there? Around the wicket.
Matsate went on with
Ravi is not really matters to go over the top. No, he's always kept a slip or two.
mixing it up, but it
Punched away and they'll fetch a single. That's cut away towards the cover sweeper region. Had 2 runs written.
allowed a single. Mentioned Mikhail. Is the batting card 32 of 30.
That's something they'll want to run rate and strike rate of individual batters as well. Wrapped on the pads there again.
I understand the thought, them for making it. I understand that they could raise 20-30 balls. Might as
Another edge, another single. Quite rightly pointed out, Salman, but your intent has to be matched with execution. Like, it's all about adding more runs to that scorecard of yours.
back of length, nicely bowled by Boston. Again, I second what you're saying. They haven't rotated the strike enough. But if the fielders are on your face, they're close to you, they're blocking the runs away, and you get one odd boundary out, that prompts the captain to spread the field and makes it easier for you to rotate the strike.
Absolutely, you need to dictate terms as well, particularly on a good batting track. Now these are good batting conditions, Shamoy. If you can't get runs out here, then it's going to be very difficult elsewhere. You can play through the line, the ball is nicely coming onto the bat. Options.
Ariful has come in.
Change of pace, sharp in the field.
You're up against the best is of the team that Yorker Charles deliveries using, which was the Yorker. Will end the 35th, 67 for 6 as we request for a change in the commentary box. It's going to be Shamim Chaudhary and Paresh Lohan.
Well, you can see after 35 overs, Japan 7-6. Look at the dot balls, 180 dot balls. No intent to score runs quickly for Japan here. Comfortable just waiting there to play out the 50 overs.
I think that was prime on their minds, Paresh, that when they were putting the bag, they were going to try and stay there as long as possible will be a distinct improvement on the 30 odd overs that they played in the first game. Just whipped away, that's angling in, and the batter did well. And despairing effort in the deep to no avail. That'll just release some of the pressure. I tell you what, taking the team and the quality they have, I think they've done exceedingly well in sticking around so long.
Yes, kudos to them to get to this level. The under-19 ACC Asia Cup. That was nicely flicked off his pads. Valiant effort there by the fielder, Shihab James. Now they're starting to get some momentum going into the batting.
It's brilliant. It's very good from the Japanese batters. Hugo on arrival in Haifa, two of them building up a partnership here. This is where even on paper the so-called stronger unit of Bangladesh will be telling themselves, look, we just cannot afford to sit back and wait for things to happen. We've got to make it happen. That's what you do as a slightly more experienced team, a technically more adept team. So it will be a little frustrating for them.
Nicely clicked off his pads there for a single. They're talking about the Bangladeshi bowlers like what Japanese batsmen did. They played with patience, with gut determination in the start. It had to be shown by the Bangladeshi bowlers as well. Sheikh has been good with the ball.
Sir, Assalamu
He's taken a
alaikum.
wicket though in his 7th over. Gave away
Ji, sir.
19 runs.
जी सर
Like your wicket. Straight for a
अस्सलाम।
Not much turn. 36th time. And 14 overs left in the innings. So all to play for the Japanese. Bangladesh bowlers will be thinking that they want to finish it off before the 50 overs are over.
Still movement in offer for Rohana, given as a wide. Seems to be a natural out swinger. The way he finishes up his follow through, his wrist position as well.
But I'm a little disappointed. I can give you sort of wide deliveries early on in the innings when it's just starting to bowl, but not in the... as I speak, he corrects himself. That ball, no swing, held its line. A very tentative little push from Hugo. Lucky he didn't get attached to it. Good comeback.
You playing inside the line of the ball didn't swing, it went straight. That was the beauty of the delivery. Mohanad in his 6th over, 1 for 8 figures so far.
He'll be very happy with what he's achieved, but maybe just the first ball was a bit hard. I think it's come back well. But that's what you've got to do with the older ball. You have a better grip. Might be a chance of a hint of reverse. It's in the 37th over. Though the wicket is not very abrasive and the outfield is very lush. So once the ball goes over the green top, it doesn't really scrub up that much to enable the reverse, particularly with the 2 white balls being used in 50 overs cricket. Not too much opportunities in this kind of conditions. Change in the field. The cordon now being removed there at backward square leg. Rohana Dola Boshon. He's got a nice, easy, smooth run up to the wicket, hasn't he, Paresh?
Yes, he is smooth, and the load-up is also smooth. Forward through delivery point as well. Still, the Japanese batsmen are content to leave the ball, even it's the 37th over, 4 wickets remaining for them. They just want to bat as long as they can. Bit of a bounce.
That was a little awkward. Just bounced up from a tad short of a length. Let's have a look at this one. That's back of length and almost hit him the splice of the bat, shoulder of the bat.
Yes, that's a surprise. That's for Hugo. So 8 of 23. Small partnership building up between these two batsmen. The 7th wicket partnership. Fuller delivery, swinging outside the off stump, completely beaten.
That's frustration creeping in. You get all these dot deliveries and suddenly you tell yourself, I'm going to have a go. Not really taking the merit of the ball into consideration. Almost paid the price when he threw his bat at it. But thankfully, from Hugo Kelly's perspective, is still there, ready to carry on. Short, he just swayed away, not interested in making a go at it. 37 overs done, 74 for 6. Match number 8 of the ACC Under-19 Asia Cup. Bangladesh deciding to bowl first after winning the toss. The bowlers have done well here. A couple of wickets for Ariful and a wicket each for Iqbal Maruf, Mahfuzur, Rohana. Only one bowler without any wickets is Sheikh Parvez Jibon. He'd like to add to his tally. And it is Jibon back into the attack. Nice. Flowing shot. Was going into the deep, fielder coming around. Oh, that's good work. Had to go a lot of ground. I thought there were 2 runs at least in that.
Yeah, very good fielding in the deep there. That was nicely timed into the gap by keeper, the left-hander. The ball was on the pads. Whenever the ball is on the pads of the Japanese batsmen, they tend to score runs. Whenever the ball is outside the off stump, they tend to leave. And a good ball, they respect the good balls. And that is why the dot ball pressure can do to you when you get an overpitched ball.
3 boundaries have been hit of Sheikh Parvez Jibon. It's been interspersed by lots and lots of dot balls, and that's why the run rate is not too high. Backs away, tries to cut it, did not succeed. Just once again playing for a little bit of turn, which did not come. Coming to the end of his over. Hugo looking for runs now. Again drifting down leg, allowing him to straight away. Well, once again not finding the gap.
Yeah, he has to bowl straight to the batsman Hugo. He's trying to get the scoreboard ticking along. This is another played on the back foot. 38 gone. Japan 75 to 6. Look at the partnerships, the opening partnership 17, after that 31, the highest between Nihar and Kazuma. And this one also 17 of 48 deliveries, Hugo and Keeper. There's going to be a bowling change from the far end. It's going to be Maruf Rida. think this is a good change by the captain of Bangladesh to bring in his strike bowler. Look at his figures so far. 5 overs, 1 for 5.
Wild swing. Rather a wideish delivery, and he thought to have a go at that one, but only problem was he didn't go forward and across. Trying to reach that ball. He's just playing his bat at it.
Just playing from the crease, just swinging his bat from the crease, no foot movement whatsoever. That has been the problem for the Japanese batsmen from the initial stages. No foot movement whatsoever, just swing up the bat.
On the wall of the dressing room and harp about the fact that they have put up a complete team effort with the ball this morning. False start there for Rizwan. He'll have to reload it. Still line push.
Scoring. Innings.
Goes wide of the fielder at backward point. He puts in a lunge, gets off.
It was where
But then Shamanavi asking too much from a number 11, right? When the top order didn't do it with sublime ease, I guess Hirotake just about put in a half-hearted shot there. There again, just moving away from the delivery. It's a tip.
done 93 for 9. He's been out there. Just given away 8 runs. Is onto his 8th over. He's taken 2 wickets. We've reiterated the fact that he's marshaled his troops so well. And the bowlers have risen to the occasion. All the 7 bowlers have played their part in taking wickets.
Yes, they've all raised their hand and grabbed opportunities, and that's how it should be. Against a side that's still finding its feet in this competition and this arena. They've done well. The Bangladeshi bowlers have liked their attitude. They've not got complacent. They've always been converging around the bat. Very proactive captaincy.
Yeah, we'll be looking for the win, and this once Bangladesh do get it, it will be their second win in 2 matches. Here in Dubai for the Under-19 Asia Cup. Here's the Bangladesh bowling. Rabbi to domination. Now is one. Oh! That's a beautiful delivery. Obviously the tail-enders, you don't expect much of them, much footwork. Was not on offer. Away from the pads. Was just fetching that delivery. But just want to mention, this is Group B. Got 4 teams in each group. So a win here will take Bangladesh to 4 points. Should pretty much confirm their place in the semi-finals. But it's much more than that. The next match is going to be a big one. Sri Lanka versus Bangladesh in terms of this group. You want to end on top of the table. Because if you're in second position, you play the table topper of Group A. Right? Gotta think long term. Yes, you take one game at a time, but you want to take the advantage when it's there on offer. Oh, it could have gone anywhere. Could have gone.
Very lucky to survive. Yes, didn't know what to do. Leave, play, lost sight of it. By the end of it, you can tell I survived.
A miss. And Sri Lanka that puts them at bowled them out for and winning. If you would want to win by on that run rate.
A very good Pakistan
That's where the big runs count. Is in a high-profile game. He stood out and stood up in the competition.
That's where of the under 19 team, the team management. I'm sure the goal is first, step by step, to play the semi-final, then maybe look towards the final, and then the trophy. Change of pace, but was onto it was Hirotake, and nicely played. This is what we've been longing to see from Japan. Some intent.
And he finishes the 47th over with a lovely shot through covers, let me tell you. Some audacity there in that hitting. And he scored just 8 runs, and both of them have come courtesy 2 boundaries. That was fiercely struck. 47 gone, it's 99 for 9.
That shot. Side. So we can't really, it's not fair to say it's a typical shot of a number 11.
Yes, it is absolutely wonderfully executed. There again. Oh, this is the tame end to it. I'll tell you what. Bangladesh believe they have their man. We'll have to wait and see what the TV Empire has to say. But looks like the body language of the field does suggest that Japan may have folded on 99 with the 10th wicket comes through a ricochet of the fingers of the bowler on the way to the stumps at the non-striker's end. Call this anti-climax. Shivanoi?
You can call it whatever they can, I think. That's what the Bangladesh dugout would be saying. We don't mind. Valid delivery. This is what matters, and I think it's quite evident. Seems as if he's just managed to get in contact with the ball. Plus the fingers on the way, and the batter is nowhere near. Nowhere near. All of a sudden he realizes the bails are off and the players are coming off, which means Japan are all out. Hirotake is run out. A bit unfortunate for him. Hirotake Kakinawa